Today we're going to talk about the power of a shadow on the brain. Before I start, I want you to do me a favor. Go down and hit the subscribe button, please. Hit the subscribe button, please. And also select the like button. The power of a shadow on my brain. No, I'm not going to be sharing about intricate details about the brain or looking at an MRI and seeing a shadow. That's not what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to use the power of the shadow of a brain in terms of a mindset, in terms of stinky thinking, in terms of your upper limit. Each and every single person has an upper limit. Each and every single person have belief systems which are ingrained in you. And because of those belief systems, there is always a proverbial ceiling that you can't go past. Every time you've accomplished something, every time you arrive somewhere, you feel guilty that I made a bonus so I could go and buy myself a really good steak. Guilty of the fact that I'm where I am. I'm traveling in a corporate jet, or I'm buying the type of clothes that I have. Guilty because of all of that, because of what people have said to you in the past. You see, you probably was raised in a certain environment which you weren't exposed to dealing with things like that. You were raised in an environment which you're constantly put down. Somebody constantly put you down and tell you you won't mount up to anything. But I want to reassure you today that you could get over the shadows on your brain. Now, you could get over the shadows on your brain because one fundamental thing, your Creator blessed you so that you could be a blessing. You have seeds of greatness within you. You have seeds or diamonds within you, diamonds or potential within you that could catapult you to success. And that success is not for you just to say, I've arrived. That success is for you in turn to help others. I like the movie, The Gladiator. In the movie, The Gladiator, Maximus, when he was talking to his troops, he said something that really ricocheted through me from since I've watched that movie. He said, whatever you do in life will echo in eternity. Whatever you do in life will echo in eternity. What you want is that whatever you're doing, the gifts that you have, the talents that you have, you want to bring them to such a great spot. You want to cause that shadow on your brain to be shattered so that you could be all what you can be, so that you leave a footprint on mankind. You leave a footprint on the timeline of eternity that impacts people long after you're gone. I was reading an article once, and Carlos Sims, one of the top billionaires in the world, a man out of Mexico, Forbes magazine, and in the article, he said something that was so unique. He said, I do not want to leave a better world for my children. I want to leave children that will create a better world for others. You see, so it's not about you. It's about the gifts that were placed within you. And do not ever let anyone hold you down. Do not ever let anyone marginalize you and tell you that you cannot be all that you can be. Do not ever let anyone send you out for the count and tell you cannot be great, because greatness resides within each and every one of us. Your Creator has gifted you with greatness. Your Creator has gifted you with the skills and the talent to be all that you can be. Your Creator has gifted you with the true seeds of greatness. Those seeds of greatness, when you water them, and as you water them, they will grow into something great. You ask, how can I get rid of the shadow on the brain? Renewing your mind. Renewing your mind. Look at it as a proverbial bucket of dirty water. If you have a bucket of dirty water and you put a hose in there and you turn that hose on full throttle, And then what happens? The displacement of the clean water displaces the dirty water. And what happens over time? That dirty water becomes clean water. And that's the same way. You get rid of stinky thinking by renewing your mind, putting wholesome things, reading the good book. Read, study, grow your mind. And each time you accomplish something, celebrate it. Each time you accomplish something, applaud yourself. Each time you accomplish something, do something that benefits the betterment of mankind. And as you do that with time, what happens? You'll start breaking that upper limit. When you break that upper limit, that old ceiling becomes your new floor. The old ceiling becomes the new floor that you stand on. And all of a sudden you start leveling up. And when you level up, you'll realize the things that once bothered you before, the people that once bothered you before, all change because the environment around you change, because you start attracting different types of people. The environment that you are in start changing to match where you are. So as you level up and as you release and you get rid of that shadow on that brain, what happens? You start seeing everything from a different perspective. You start seeing everything from a different level. And as you start seeing things from a different level, new things start pouring into your life. New opportunities start pouring into your life. Like-minded people start coming around. All of a sudden, you start passing people along your path that you would have never passed before. All of a sudden, you get opportunities that you never thought would have ever been possible, because what happened? You're dealing with that shadow on your brain. Society will beat us down. It'll tell you you can't mount up to anything. But I'm here to tell you today that you're 1 degree away from greatness. There's 1 degree. You're 1 degree from greatness. You see, you never know who you'll cross in your path. You never know what wisdom somebody will deposit within you. You never know what things someone will say that will turn that proverbial key, that will rev up that engine within you and tell you that you can be great. You never know what somebody will say that will high five you and say, come up here. You never know what someone will do or what someone will say that will encourage you to be all that you can be. You have the power within you to empower others, so you need to go out there and empower as many people as you can. And the only way we could empower others is using our giftedness, using our talents, using the wisdom that flows out of us, using that anointing that pours down upon us, using that grace that pours in us, and let that river flow. And as that river flow, it will transform the landscapes around us. It will transform the people around us. It will energize the people around us to say, I can do it. I can rise to be great. I can rise to be the person I was born to be. I do not have to look around and complain about what is happening in the world. I could become the change that I want to see in others. I could become the change that I want to see in my world. I could become the change that I want to be in my society. It doesn't matter if the seed that I have in my hand is too small to be my harvest, then it has to be my seed. And I'm going to sow that seed, and I'm going to water that seed, and I'm going to nurture that seed. And as I nurture that seed is going to grow. And as that seed is going to grow, the law of multiplication is going to take over. And as the law of multiplication takes over, I'm going to impact the people around me. I'm going to walk in integrity. I'm going to walk in love. I'm going to walk in grace. I'm going to walk in such a way that's circumspect to how I am, so others will know beyond a shadow of a doubt that as they see me, so I am. As they see me, I am going to strive for greatness. And as they see me, I'm going to conquer the shadow on the brain, and I'm going to be all that I can be. I'm going to rise up and I'm going to be great because greatness resides within me. And I know one thing beyond a shadow of a doubt, and so should you. You are blessed to be a blessing, and a blessing you shall be. Before we leave, I want you to go down and hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, please. Hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to select the like button. And have a wonderful day. And go out there and learn the power of the shadow on the brain. You can do it. I believe in you.